Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Before we get into today's actual topic, I need to make a public service announcement about this little guy. If you haven't already watched my Walt Disney World haul, I'm going to link that below. But basically I got this little guy in the Pandora section of Animal Kingdom at Walt Disney World, and there was no tag, there was a tag on it, but on the tag, there was no sort of advertisement for this, but basically a couple nights ago, I was like getting ready for bed, I was going to sleep, turn off the lights, I'm like, what's going on my bed? And I grab it, and it's this guy. So basically, if you can see these little white dots here, oh god, there we go. So these right here, those glow in the dark, which kind of makes sense because of, if you've been to Pandora at night, it all kind of glows. So this guy glows in the dark, which is pretty cool, and I just wanted to say that before moving on to today's actual topic. So today we are doing one of the most cliche videos about Disney on the internet, and why not? We are going to do it, what's in my parks bag. And even though this has been done so many times by so many vloggers, I'm just like, you can always learn something new. There's always a good idea in someone else's bag that you can bring for your next trip. Plus, if you're looking for a new park bag, it's always great to see what other people use. So today we are gonna show off my bag. This bag is by Loungefly, and the pattern is Moana. So you got Moana, Maui, the Kakagori, I think Pua's on here, Hei's on here, and this is not, Loungefly does not sell this style anymore. I got it almost a year ago. Actually, they were selling it at my place of employment, which is pretty awesome, which means I got my discount, and it's pretty big inside. There's plenty of room for things, so it's been really great. It was great at Disney World. I really enjoyed it. So honestly, any backpacks by Loungefly are pretty good. They have some great options that are Disney-esque. I will link them below. And with that, we'll just get started. So we're going to start with the little, before we start with the little pocket, I'm just going to show what this is. I just have it on the outside, and that is hand sanitizer, because there's a bunch of kids at Disney, and they're picking their noses, and they're not washing their hands, and things like that. So you don't want to get sick at Disney World, and you don't want to come back from Disney World and be sick. So hand sanitizer is your friend, and it's great because if you're about to have a snack, you can just quickly squirt, squirt, get all those germs off, call it a day. So now we are going to start with the smaller pocket things I would have in here, and we are going to pull out some sunglasses. Y'all, it gets bright at any Disney park. You want these just to have. Even when you wear a hat, it's kind of nice just to have a pair of sunglasses in your bag to protect your eyeballs. Next is this little guy. So in here I keep, basically if I'm wearing lipstick, I'll have my lipstick in there, and I will always have chapstick, and generally I have one with SPF in it. Just because, I have pretty sensitive lips, I do need to wear chapstick or a chapstick with sunscreen underneath my lipstick, so because my lips suck. Next, I have some lotion, just because, sometimes I like to think that maybe if I ever get a boyfriend and I go with my boyfriend, I don't want to have dry hands. I want to have nice holdable hands. I don't know, it's just, I have lotion in my everyday bag anyway, just in case someone wants to hold my hand. I don't know, I'm weird. But yeah, I carry lotion in my bag, you never know. And then I usually have some hand wipes. I don't have any right now because I am out, but it's just great in case you have a messy snack. It's great to just kind of rinse your hands off and not go to the bathroom. And then I usually carry a box, but for the sake of this video, I just took some out. I carry Band-Aids in case of blisters, or you get a paper cut, or you just never know. Band-Aids are your friends at Disney. And then last but not least, in the small pocket, I have a little bottle of Tylenol or ibuprofen, just in case, your head. For me, it's mostly I'm prone to headaches because I have really thick hair, and if it's in a ponytail or a bun, I'm going to get a headache. It's guaranteed. It really sucks. So I always have ibuprofen. You just never know. I carry SPF 100 sunscreen because your girl is pale and does burn like no other. so SPF 100 is my friend. I do not tan, so sunscreen is my friend. Moving on to the big bag. And first we're pulling out my wallet. Yes, this is my everyday wallet if you can believe it. You just need this at any park if you want to buy anything or you want to get an adult beverage. I am 26, guys, so I can get myself an adult beverage. You gotta show that ID because they think I'm in high school still, so that's great. Then you've got whatever charger you use for your phone. And then this is my portable charger. It is like a beast. And that is because if you can see right there, you can actually plug 2 items in at the same time. So if you want to plug in your iPad, your phone, whatever, you can do 2 at once, and you can charge your phone up to 4 times and your iPad up to twice. And that's what them being completely dead. This brand is called iFrogz. I've had it for 3 years now and it has done me well. I honestly recommend investing in one of these as opposed to using the fuel rods at Disney World. I want to say this was around 80 bucks. I could be wrong. So if you're paying 30 for unlimited at Disney World, but it's literally you can only use it at Disney World, or you can pay $80 for this and have it for the rest of your life. I mean, what you gonna do? I think this is the better investment. Next, I am pulling out a light jacket because I did take a few breaks on this trip, this past trip to Disney World. I'm not a believer of breaks or costume changes or whatever, so I just bring a light jacket in case I get cold. If I'm there at night or like the air conditioning is too much for me in a restaurant or something, it's just nice to have a light jacket with you. And then I think we are on to the last item. We have a poncho. And most people at Disneyland will not carry one of these in their bag just because the weather's more predictable in California than it is in Orlando. I always just carry this because I don't like getting wet on water rides. So like if I were to go on Splash Mountain, I'm wearing this because I don't want to be wet the entire day. I don't like being in wet clothes, even if I know I'm gonna dry pretty fast. I'm just like not about that life. Plus, while I could bring a change of clothes, I think that's heavier than this. And then, well, I don't know why I looked in the bag, but basically at Disney World, especially during the summer, it rains like once per day, so it's just good to have one of those. And actually something that was not in my bag that's set to the side is a water bottle. I don't carry this one actually in my bag. I use just a plastic Smart Water bottle just because those are a little bit lighter than this, but if weight is not an issue for you, this is a S'well water bottle and it's going to keep your water cold for 24 hours. It's a good investment. This size is about $35. The next bigger size is $45. But honestly, since they're reusable and most Disney locations will give you free water, you might as well just invest in the smaller one. Yeah, and that's about everything. So I hope this gave you some ideas on what you should bring in your park bag. I am not this is literally just for me, so I'm not packing anything for anyone else. I mean, granted, if my friend needed a Tylenol, she can have one of mine, or a Band-Aid or whatever, but I'm literally not packing for anyone else. So if you're a mother or something like that, you're probably going to need to invest in something a little bit bigger than this backpack, or you're going to need, you can put things in your stroller, but this is probably the starting point of what you should bring if you have a child. I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll need to bring a lot more for them as well. But if you are just an individual going to any Disney park, I was about to be like Disneyland, I'm but they could also bring this to Disney World as well. This is a good, I would say, starting items. Except for maybe if you're going to Disneyland, I would say you don't need to necessarily bring the poncho unless you know it's going to rain. But like I said, this is all really good things. I hope it gave you some ideas on what you should bring in your park bag. Thank you so much for watching. If you thought this video was informative? y'all, I cannot speak. But if you got some knowledge from this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoyed watching this video and enjoy watching other videos, I just recommend subscribing. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you all next time. By the way, you're probably wondering, does she bring her phone with her to Disney? You bet your tush I do, but it's usually in my pocket and not in my bag unless I'm going on a thrill ride, so that's that. Like I said, thanks again for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!